Hi, I'm Viviant, QHHT Level 3 Practitioner, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique. I guide people to find the answers from the part of them that knows infinite knowledge. So, today I want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of meditation and how easy it is that you can do it right now. And you don't have to wait for somebody, you don't have to have permission, you don't have to do a single thing except just be right here, right now. Okay? Um, I felt compelled to make this video because I myself have had a varied experience of what meditation is, and maybe you have too. So at first, when I first explored meditation, talking to people who do yoga and do a lot of body work, and I started hearing people talk about meditation, and I thought, wow, I grew up in the Midwest on a farm, and I've never heard of this, and I don't know what it is. So they explored with me what it is with your mind. And when I started thinking about it, see, at that time, I was in graduate school for music, and I was studying like crazy to play the trombone professionally. And so what that means is I was practicing hours and hours every single day. And some of those hours are just the same exact thing over and over, because when you train to become a professional musician, things have to be perfect and you have to know that they're going to work. So you do the same drills and practices. So when I started understanding what meditation was, then it clicked that I've been meditating for years, because my warm up, it's about 45 minutes or so, is nothing but just the same. I don't really think about it anymore. I just play it, right? So here I am in graduate school and I'm just playing my warm up every day, maybe 7 in the morning, maybe 8 in the morning. It's the first thing I do. I usually drink coffee with it, So I'm in graduate school practicing, and then it just kind of clicks into my mind. I've been meditating all this time because I've checked out completely, and sometimes thoughts would drop in, and I would keep a pad of paper and I'd write it down, or sometimes if I needed to pick up the phone and make a quick phone call or a text. So that was what I realized when I realized that I was connecting with higher consciousness through sort of forced meditation. I don't know what you could call it that. So it took a couple of years after that to realize that I could also meditate, just like people talk about doing, where you're sitting quietly in a room. And that's when things started to really shift. So there are differences in types of meditation, and I'm sure that many of you have already experienced that. It doesn't mean that one is better than another. Probably all of them are valid at just different times, and what works for you one day may need to be different the next day, or maybe some of them you're just never going to be able to do, and that's fine. I mean, this is just like the human experience that we're figuring out. Our spirits contained in these bodies that we're still kind of figuring out beyond what the physical dimension of it is. So, it is your opportunity to explore and meditate. Explore and consider. So, here's what I want to suggest, because QHHT has so many levels of support and healing and processes that help people undergo transformations that are just phenomenal: physical healing and emotional relief, and people feeling stuck, people feeling anxious, depressed, angry, unforgiving, and all these different feelings that we've dealt with, in sessions. Well, a lot of my clients have come in and expressed, while they're deep, deep under hypnosis, their higher self comes in and they say, she just needs to meditate. And that's it. You should just need to meditate. You need to meditate all the time. You need to meditate every day. Everybody's different. Your higher self could actually tell you right now, if you tune in, you could ask, how often should I meditate? Would you help me to meditate the right way for me today? Um, there's so many different ways that you can start this conversation, but do you see what I'm doing? I'm starting to ask my higher consciousness a conversational question because I'm expecting information to come back. And that is a possibility for you too. You don't have to be practiced in this, but doing it over and over will help you start to recognize what the communication feels like. So, you're not going to, most people don't hear a sound really loud in their head with some voice booming to them what the answers are. Some people actually do in rare cases, but for the most part, what you're going to experience are various body connection to what you are asking. You might feel like a yes. If you're asking a yes no question, a yes might feel light and make you feel like you're sitting up a little higher. A no might make you feel like a pit in your stomach, or you just feel like a little sloggy. Those are how you can pay attention to your inner guidance. Now, your inner guidance is always giving you messages. Your higher guidance is always communicating with you. It really loves you and it wants to have this communication going on. So it's going to help. It's going to work with you. And you don't have to worry because this is all just a process. Have fun with it. More so than having any kind of worry or anxiety that you're going to do this wrong. Don't worry about it. There's no wrong way to meditate. There's also no wrong way to have a QHHT session. It's very individual, and we are so different, just as our fingerprints are. Our humanity is different. Our spirits, our souls, our origins, our life experiences, every single one of those things has a different imprint. So you just go with what you feel feels right and enjoy the experience of meditation. I think sometimes we get ourselves into a little bit of a bind because we think, oh, I really need to do this thing, but it's actually going to be good for me. But for some reason, I'm saying it's bad. Forget about it. Just have fun. Like, go for a walk and listen to some birds. And imagine, what would it be like if you could understand what the birds were saying to each other, or go, if you're near a water source, a natural water source like a river or the ocean or a pond, go there and just take a look at what the life is in there. If you see something swimming around, imagine what that must be like, or, just kind of get yourself to open into some kind of a place that reframes everything and see what the thoughts are that come to mind. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like if you do and subscribe, and we're going to continue exploring all forms of consciousness, and have a blessed day.